Okay. Good afternoon, travel partners. Good afternoon, task. And today we are back again with Miss Simone Bell of the Belize Hotel. Is it Belize Hotel and Tourism Association or just
No,
Belize
it's just
Hotel?
Belize Hotel Association. We
Okay.
got it a little bit twisted yesterday.
A little, yes, oh, okay, yesterday. Okay. So the Belize Hotel Association that will be talking to us today about family resorts. Now we know that this is the time that we want to go traveling with our family, either be with the grands or just the kids, but this is a good time to go out with the family, especially with what COVID has showed us that time is of essence and we have to really spend time with our family. So we've been to Belize, and virtually that is, and we've seen properties that are dedicated, well, not really dedicated, but makes great a resort for the family market. Yesterday we did, what did we do yesterday? We did family yesterday. We did romance
Mm.
last week, and we also
We
did
did wellness. We did wellness yesterday.
wellness yesterday. We're doing family today. We did wellness yesterday. We have done diving, and we've done romance. So it just tells you that Belize has very diverse resorts and their properties for every single clientele that you have in your, I always say, in your Rolodex. Nobody has Rolodex anymore.
You'd be surprised to know that some people still use them.
Yeah,
And
yeah, but
if technology fails, it's right there.
exactly, yeah, exactly. It's right there. So you must always have it on the side.
And
So
like I have a sample right here.
So again, we are very excited to have Belize Hotel associated with us today, this week, for the next couple of days, just to provide you with all the resources that you need to sell the property and to enhance your knowledge. So when you recommend a resort, you recommend the right resort, you put the right head, yeah, or we what we say, butt in bed.
Yes, we definitely putting the heads in beds and the right head in the right bed.
Right. Yeah, so it's a very diverse destination. There is a lot to do. And we're very happy that the BHA is here with us to educate our task members so they can be, more knowledgeable about the resort and what to do. So today we'll be talking about properties that are perfect for the family market and also attractions as well, some things to do with the family as well. So Miss Simone Bell, take it away. Let us know what there is to do in Belize and all
Okay.
the great properties for the family market. I just posted a video in the group for Victoria House. I know somebody
Yes.
was asking about that, so we just posted a video in there for Victoria House. And just to let you know, if you have any questions at all about Belize, we have the BHA and the BTB, the Tourism Board, and also the Hotel Association in the group. So you can just post your questions and we'll be very happy to answer whatever question that you may have. So
Okay.
go ahead,
I'm I'm
Simone.
really I'm really grateful for that introduction again today, Miss Kelly. We appreciate you having us here, and we appreciate the people who are tuning in to learn more about Belize so that they could actually be more informed when selling the product. So today we're gonna take you on a wild adventure,
Fantastic.
and it's gonna be slightly different from what we usually do, which is to go through the resorts. Because what I would like to say first and foremost, that Belize is a very family inclusive environment. So by that, almost every property here caters for families, whether they're families with disabilities, young children, teens, mid-adult. We have very comprehensive products that are able to cater to all ranges and all age groups. And with that being said, what I wanted to do more today was to focus on the attractions that we offer, because when you're coming with your family, you're definitely going to want to have something to do. So I'm just going to take you through a journey of some of the attractions that are available. Now, we're not limited to the ones that I'm listing here today, but these are just samples of our product offering. So hang on tight and let's go.
Hang on to that zip line.
Yes, and that's our that's one of our activities. So, zip lining is available here. That's a wonderful family activity. We have several tour operators that offer this, and it's varied throughout the country. So, if you're in Belize City, you have products that are available. If you're down south, one of the most famous places is the Coxcomb Basin. You could actually participate in Bocawina tours. They have fabulous. Or, for instance, you could connect with one of our tour providers like SNL Tours, and they are able to take you to wherever you want to go in the city or around the country.
Quick
Now,
question. Quick question. Will that, because I know that's one of the questions we always get about the tour operators in Belize to book attraction and tours. Do we get a list from the BelizeHotels.org website?
okay, well, we have on our website the DMC tour operators that we work with, and I can recommend anybody that is listed on our website. They're perfect for family tours, they're perfect for group bookings. I know that there's some tour travel advisors who are interested in going direct to the source so that there aren't as many fees involved and try to minimize as many middlemen. So they're very good connections and a wealth of information on our website. So you can check it. That's belizehotels.org.
Okay.
And the hotels is with an S. So that's one of the ways that you can get in touch with our tour operators. I am in the group as well as Deborah Arano. So if you want to reach out to me for more resources, we have actual attractions that we can share videos of. We can share photos if you'd like to send to your clients. If you need help with more information or even arranging itineraries here on the ground, we are available to help you and assist you as the Hotel Association. So we're gonna look at a very unique attraction here. I mean, some of you might be familiar, but this is river tubing. What I love is that there's a myriad of rivers that connect in Belize. So we have lots of rivers, lots of tributaries, lots of creeks. And one of our favorite pastime is actually just taking off our clothes and jumping with a tire tube and going floating down the rivers. Now, you can do this in very many forms. You can get it in a rustic version, you could get a luxury version of river tubing, but this is one of our favorite pastimes and it's perfect for family. Similar to that, in the south you have a lot of chocolate making activities. So chocolate, the cacao is produced here, and we're very big on exporting chocolate, and as such it's one of the pastimes of the Mayan culture, and they're actually professionals when it comes to making chocolate. So you have very intimate hands-on experiences that you can participate in the entire process and taste the raw cacao as it goes from seed into the chocolate process, and then it's fascinating, especially if you have young children, to understand where all of that good sweet stuff comes from. It's a really great educational tour. And then of course you have the water. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of water. So you have snorkeling as an option, you have diving as an option. These are all family activities that can be scheduled from inland as well as if you're at the beach. Almost every hotel is able to arrange this type of tour for you. So it actually is one of our leading products, snorkeling and diving. I think we are probably one of the world's leading destinations for snorkeling and diving, because I won't boast or anything, we have the the second largest barrier reef, and we have like the three best atolls in the in this side of but I won't be boasting. It's just for you to come and find out.
It's the
Every
truth.
country has something unique to offer, and we just have a little bit more.
I agree. I mean, you have the Great Barrier. I mean, come on, who can compete with that? So
We
definitely.
do. We do. And the beauty of the product that we offer is today you could be snorkeling with nurse sharks and green turtles. And then tomorrow you're actually on top of an ancient Maya ruin, experiencing the beautiful sights, taking in the archaeology, learning about a culture that existed so many thousand years ago. So I mean that's how raw it is. And then the very next day you're in the middle of a coxcomb basin with baboons, and you're immersed with wildlife. You understand? So like Hello, if you want options for the family, we've got it.
Got it. You definitely do. You have a lot of options for family attractions.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
we do actually. So here is the
But this is
beautiful
all the things
jaguar.
I have to come. If it's not anything, I mean, I have to come diving, but I have to come to the
Mhm.
Jaguar Sanctuary. I have to come do that. Yeah.
So not only do we have a jaguar sanctuary, but our zoo is very active in protecting the species and actually rescuing them from precarious situations in the wild. So what happened is we do have a jaguar nursery at our zoo, and we have a up close experience with the jaguars that you're able to participate in. And additionally, we have so much fauna that it's amazing. There's so many things for you to see, like the harpy eagle. You have dares, you have the tapirs, and you have an animal that's here that's called a peccary, where you're gonna smell that animal before you even see that animal. But the meat is actually a delicacy, so it's like game meat in the wild. So I mean, you may not want to you may not want to eat it, just smelling
So
it, but
just
but
enjoy
cook.
watching it.
And it's part of the experience, because when you come and you begin to explore another culture, you begin to take part in the daily activities, and something that you probably wouldn't do because you're not exposed to where you are is pretty much the norm in another country.
True.
Jaguars are beautiful. I just love them. They're magnificent.
Indeed, they are beautiful animals.
Okay.
Oh, I want
So
to do
in addition
that.
so in addition to river tubing, we actually have a very vast network of caves that you're able to explore as well. So this is just a group activity where you see them floating through the water. Now, what happens is that in some instances, the caves actually filter all the minerals out of the water. So the water is actually crystal clear,
Yeah.
and then the stalactite actually has I mean, it actually has glitter in the minerals reflect the glitter in the roof. So it's like you're in a cave surrounded by 1,000 stars, and you're floating in crystalline waters. So, I mean, it's breathtaking when you actually participate in these activities. And I mean, with how everything is going in life right now, I mean, you just need like a record book of memories and be able to add and say, hey, we did that, and
You
we did that. And then you just pile up all of
just
those
pile it
memories so
up.
that you have an amazing experience, because
You
you
just
only live once.
you just brought me back to school, my geography days, talking about the stalagmites and
Yeah. It
yeah,
really is. And then in some caves they actually have preserved artifacts, because a part of our network was involved in Mayan spiritual activities. So you do have places where they used to engage in sacrifice. So it's actually an educational tour as well,
yeah.
and an adventure. Always an adventure.
Educational adventure. Imagine you learning so much while you just having a blast. I mean,
Yes. That's so true. So like for instance, here, if you want a lower paced activity, we have river tours, and this is done throughout the country because, as I said, we have a very vast network of rivers. Um, Up north, we actually have the Lamanai tours, which is an exceptional experience. So you get on the tour, you go, you could either do a night tour with the crocodiles or a day tour, and you see these crocodiles just stretched out. And then afterwards, you go and you have lunch at the ruins. So these are beautiful, low key experience if you're not into all of the excitement, like jumping from roofs and rappelling and hanging on. Because there's only so much your heart can bear if you're a particular type of traveler. But we do have low paced scenic activities. You could do pontooning in Kyle by the Vaca Falls. It's beautiful. You could hike 3 waterfalls on that trail, and the pontoon actually has a built-in barbecue. So, like for a family activity, you could have a barbecue on the river and explore 3 waterfalls up in Kaya. So that's a wonderful activity that you could do.
I'm
And
gonna
I
say
mean, yes, pontooning in Belize. It's and
it's
our pontoon isn't like the world version of pontoon. Like we have built a very rustic version of a pontoon, and it's an amazing experience. I love it. My daughter loves it. It's one of our favorite pastimes, and anytime we want to get away and just really connect with nature, that's a number one activity. I
Sounds
recommend it for families.
sounds like amazing fun. I mean, so many reasons to come to Belize.
I know, and to think I'm only halfway through the presentation.
So I'm gonna step up out for a little bit, and you really still have a few. I'll be back shortly.
Sure, not a problem. So
Looks like
one
I
thing
missed
that
so much. I'm late to the show.
I
This is amazing.
I know,
How
Derry, but don't
beautiful.
worry. There still is so much more. So for instance, here we have the manatee, which is actually called a seacow, and it's
Right.
native to Belize, and you can find them throughout the Caribbean. But we have a center here, which is the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, that actually advocates very heavily for the preservation of the manatees. So they go out and they educate the fishermen especially,
Hmm.
because sometimes the manatees are caught between the propellers in the mangroves and they're damaged. So we have a huge educational campaign to make sure that these animals are protected and that you can actually experience and interact with some of them, okay? Because the manatees are mainly in the wild, so like you'd be able to go on a tour and see them, and then there are few very monitored interactive tours that are available if you want that experience as well.
You guys have so much to offer. This is amazing.
We do actually, and
It's
I'm glad that I'm
amazing.
able to showcase it today. So, like, if you just want to chill, you're at your resort. Most of our resorts that are on the beach will
Uh-huh.
offer, as part of the complimentary packages, kayaking, paddle boarding. If there are floats, you're able to use them. Any pool toys, you're able to use them. All of those are complimentary activities. So kayaking and paddle boarding are right in there as well, complimentaries of several resorts. And then here I said that, if you want, you could wake up one morning and decide that you're actually gonna explore a thousand-year-old cities. So for instance, this is one of the casteels at this is Alton Ha. So this is one of our Mayan ruins, and it's one of the very many that we have. I could name a few. You have Senantinich, you have Lebantum, you have Nimlipunit. There's so many. So here, if you want to just come and make it an archaeological adventure for your kids, you could explore 6 or 7 Maya ruins. Caracol is like the one of the biggest Mayan villages that are in this hemisphere, and happily to say that it's in Belize. So you can actually come and visit it here and have an experience. And then I did mention earlier that we do have the baboon sanctuary. So like we have a lot of interactive, up close, touch and feel. So if you want to really become part of nature, these opportunities are available to you. And I I smile because of the diversity of the product that we offer. There's just so much to do that appeals to whatever personality that you have. So if you're laid back, if you're adventurous, if you are, I just want to chill and recharge, we have something that
Romantic.
you
I mean,
can
this
do.
is beautiful.
It is. These are some of the experiences that we offer. And then, of course, you can always hike a trail and explore a beautiful waterfall and the Mountain Pine Ridge, the Coxcomb Basin. These are places that you can actually set up camp overnight if that's what your family's into. And then you be at one with nature. Like me, I'm gonna tell you, I love the waterfall. Camping is not my forte. So I will do anything with rivers and water and sea, but overnight with creatures, that's just
So
not
is
me.
this
But you
something
know
you grew
what?
up with? Is this how you grew up?
Of of course, and
Beautiful.
camping is absolutely wonderful. It's an amazing experience, but
Yeah.
it's for some people and just not for others. But
Yeah.
at least we have it as an activity. So if
Oh
that's what
yeah.
you like, the outdoors, hiking up to the Victoria Peak, which is the highest mountain here, setting up a barbecue and using, because it's not like campsite facilities at Victoria Peak. It's actual raw, where you're gonna have to do everything rudimentary and create that experience for you. We have that. And then if you want to glamp as well, because glamping is something that's trending, we have outer keys and private islands that offer that as a
Oh,
solution
that's
as well.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So we've got, we're blessed. That, I mean, that's the only thing that I can say. We're blessed.
Absolutely.
We're blessed as every other country, but we paid a lot of attention to the preservation of our product, which is why it is pristine, it is untouched, it is extremely beautiful, and we encourage you to come and participate. As I mentioned yesterday, because we were talking about it, we do have a lot of butterfly reserves. So, for instance, the up close, the intimate experiences, the touch and feel, this is a big part of Belize. I mean, we have the butterfly conservations, we have the green iguana project, we have sanctuaries, we have our raptor centers. So you have so many activities that you can engage with and get the up close feel. Because even at the zoo, you have the opportunity to experience and watch the feeding of the animals at particular points in time of the day. So in terms of educational tourism, active tourism, we have a lot of things going on. All right, so when we're thinking about family resorts, I'm just going to go to a couple of them because as I started, I want to stay almost every hotel in Belize can cater to families. We are best suited as a family destination. We have few adults only hotels, but we do also have that product offering. So right now, I am showing you, this here is Victoria House. So what happened is a lot of the properties, because we're family oriented, have the choice of standard rooms, or you're able to book either 3-bedroom apartments, 2-bedroom condos, or you could purchase an entire villa for your family. So like Victoria House is one of the properties that allows you to be able to tailor your accommodation based on the size that you're traveling with. So like for instance, if you want just a couple room, that's available. If you have a big family coming out for a wedding and you need to book a villa, that's available as well. And the rooms are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Completely gorgeous. You understand? It transports you back to that old colonial in fact, Victoria House is actually one of the best places that transports you back to the old colonial charm. The resort is actually very gorgeous. They are highly recommended. They have won several awards.
It looks like a picture perfect.
The service is impeccable. So when I tell you that we work with properties and we know exactly what we're offering, if you book Victoria House, you're definitely getting a superb product. Now we have Grand Carib, which is a wonderful family property. The reason why I chose Grand Carib is because it's the hotel in Belize that has 6 pools. I mean, Cancun might have a hotel with 90 pools, but this is our major resort. Actually, it's a wonderful family resort. As I said before, you have various water activities that are included in the rate. That you have kayaking, paddleboarding. They're able to arrange diving excursions for you. They have several activities on site. They're based in San Pedro, and one of the things to do in San Pedro literally is to just rent a golf cart and explore the island. There's so many other activities, little restaurants, museums, market places that you just check in, enjoy the pool, enjoy the beach, and then you jump in the golf cart and then you go and explore. And then the rooms are just beautifully furnished. So this is just a glimpse at the living room, but you have, all right, for Grand Prix,
Beautiful
almost every
colors.
condo, because they're condo properties, so each owner has their own taste. Like within the resort is a destination, So do I try 306 today? You understand? Everything is so beautifully curated that each room is an experience. All right, so we're now gonna go a little bit inland and we're gonna look at Black Orchid Resort. And Black Orchid Resort is a TripAdvisor recipient for about 8 consecutive years. And that is because they're very quaint. They're located in Borough Boom, which is actually Belize rural, and they are right on the riverside. So for instance, if you just want to chillax, they are an ideal destination, beautiful wedding destination. They have an on-site restaurant as well as they offer their own tour, which is a Belize River tour. So they'll take you up the river, you'll be acquainted with howler monkeys, whatever is deciding to show its head on that day, which could be so many things. And it's just a wonderful laid back experience in a very quiet, isolated environment. And I mean, you are surrounded by the jungle. So a lot of birds, a lot of wildlife. I mean, you could wake up
So
to a surprise in
serene.
the morning. Yes, the
Beautiful.
scenery is so diverse, and I think that's one of the qualities I appreciate most about living here. And then this is Island Magic Resort. Now, this is Kikaka. Kikaka is probably one of the best family destinations because it has so many properties there. In addition to the price range is a lot more affordable than compared to our San Pedro. Okay, so you get an island experience at a lesser price. And then this is Island Magic. So Island Magic has a beautiful swing set that which is a part of their restaurant. So the outdoor dining area is comprised of swings. You could just swing and lull in the breeze. You don't have to worry about scorching because it's a protected area. You have all the wind coming through. You have the bar right across, right across the road. So it's a beautiful destination that also has family-sized rooms. I think I have a picture of a room. So this is the decor in their room. And this is the beautiful sunset from the dock at Island Magic Hotel. So there's a lot for you to do. Kikaka is in itself a wonderful destination. We have a lot of tours that originate on there. So if you want to do manatee tours, if you want to do snorkeling, if you want to do scuba diving, they're ideally located, very centrally located. You can visit Shelfree Alley, you visit Colchester Reserve, you can paddleboard, kayak, every amenity is there. And I mean, if you're looking for a party environment, then for it in the middle of the island, you have the split or you have Coco King. Those are like party-like vibe places that you could just go and chill out and have with friends and have a good trip. You're gonna hear about the green lizard. Kikaka is very famous for the green lizard, and that is not an actual lizard. Look it up. Look it up. I won't tell you what it is. Look it up. All right. Now, when you're going down south, this is actually one of my favorite properties, and I stay there all the time.
This is
Hopkins
beautiful.
Bay Resort is a very family-oriented resort. They have villa-style properties. So like, for instance, you can rent a one-bedroom villa, a two-bedroom villa, a three-bedroom villa, and then they have ocean front and they have ocean view properties. But they are all furnished impeccably. Great resort. They have all the amenities that are available. Beautiful service. And they're right in the heart of Belize's culture, which is Hopkins. So, like, for instance, if you want to immerse your child in a cultural educational trip, Hopkins is ideally one of the best places that you can because you can learn so much about our indigenous culture, which is Garifuna. You can feel the beat of the drums and go to the Garifuna museums and just experience different aspects of Belize that you won't get to experience anywhere else. And this is the view. This is like an ocean view room from Hopkins Bay Resort. And it really is lovely. Like you just get up in the morning and you just like all your worries, all your anxieties completely lift with the whiff of the sea breeze. It's amazing how calming and how soothing that can be and what it does for your soul. And of course, you know, you have games. So
Very
like if you
nice.
want to
Wow.
chill for a while and have the kids find an activity for you themselves, you know, that's an option at Hopkins Bay Resort.
Mhm.
It's very well protected, placed right on the beach. All right.
Very nice.
Does anybody have any questions?
Question for you. How are you as far as LGBT families? How open are your, what's the culture like? How open are you to LGBT families?
Okay, we actually are very open. We are very open, so I don't think you're gonna have any experience at a resort where you will find any form of discrimination. I know that people have been coming here for very many years of with very different lifestyles, and we have never ever had an experience that has been negative.
This has been another great presentation. You guys never fail to deliver at Belize. We've had so far, today was family. I'm sorry I missed the early part of it, but we had, tomorrow is culture, correct?
Yes,
Tomorrow is culture. We had.
Well, actually, I don't think we're having a presentation tomorrow.
Say that again.
Thursday.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Okay, no, I said I think the presentation for culture is on Thursday.
On Thursday, okay. And what do we have tomorrow?
I think tomorrow is a 3 days for you to go and recap, make sure that you go and get involved in that Belize specialist program. If you haven't already checked the options to see what great rates you can get, you know, you go and you participate in the auction.
Yes, and of course, become a specialist.
And just let all the information about Belize just sink right in. You can start to go to the hotels, start to make your itineraries and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to look for a jungle hotel that's close to a Maya ruin, that's near a butterfly trail or horseback riding. And
fantastic.
That also. If you have any other questions when I come on to the culture, we can look at that.
Fantastic. I don't see any questions. And I know we're definitely having sunset and cocktails on Thursday.
Yes, we can.
Tell us the resort again so that people can get there. And of course, we're going to buy the drink.
It's a Golden Bay Hotel, actually. It's not a resort. It's a business hotel, but they have an amazing view of this.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And we're going to get our drink menu soon, right?
Yes, you will.
Because I have to get my drink together. You know, an amazing sunset calls for a spectacular sunset calls for an amazing cocktail.
Yes.
So to all of our travel advisors, we have sunset and cocktails on 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's on Thursday. And then on Thursday at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. for you, we're going to do culture, correct?
Yes, we will.
Fantastic. Well, Simone, we want to thank you once again for a very comprehensive, very enlightening, engaging presentation on another aspect of Belize. It's definitely, from what I've seen, I have teenagers, and this definitely looks like an amazing place that they would enjoy. And, it looks like you guys have Disney built into, you get a little piece of everything in Belize. And so it's such a great product and offers such diversity to our travel advisors who are always looking for new options for those very discerning clients who in today's world, they're looking for more space, looking to be one in nature. They're looking for just to rejuvenate after what we've been through. So we want to thank you once again for another great presentation. You have been on the trail. This has been a road show. But we've gotten such great information. So we want to thank you. And to thank our travel advisors who joined us here today. I know Kelly had to leave early, so she sends her apologies. But to everyone listening to us, thanks for joining us. Ensure that you register for the Belize Specialist Program. You can get more information at belizehotels.org. We want to thank our colleague, Simone Bell, once again, for being a part of the Supplier Spotlight and for sharing her beautiful country with us. So we're over and out, and we'll be back on Thursday to get some more of Belize. We can't get enough this week. It's been an amazing journey. Thanks so much again, Simone. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye, everyone.